Well, this is kind of a comical situation. My blackboard is wet because that's what happens when you're teaching semi-outdoors. It's so wet because of it's cold, the weather out is warmer and moist, so I'm going to have to do like I usually do and write as I go. This is my 90th day first video. You see, I'm writing on a wet blackboard. It's like using disappearing chalk. But I don't think I have to take very long today, and I think one video should be enough. There are 2 processes left after today of the 7 that I told you about. I'm still not going to take up what's called subordination. Subordination. That will take perhaps 4 days, maybe not that much. And the other one is ellipsis. Ellipsis won't take very long at all. I'm still working with the idea of complementation, adding complements like direct objects and indirect objects and objective complements to sentence parts. And I have shown you infinitive phrases. An infinitive phrase can take a complement, like to read a book is good entertainment. But now I want to deal with 2 other, and these are the last 2 sentence parts that could simply be one word without ellipsis. Now ellipsis I'll show you later. And they both have to do with the present participle of a verb, ing. At the end of a verb, if you put ing, you have got what's called the present participle. Well, and these are they both are based on the present participle. But the first one, and I have no idea anymore of what number that is, 12th, 13th part of a sentence, maybe more, I don't know. But there are phrases they're usually called participial phrases. Participial phrases. And actually, now that I think of it, they could also end with an ed. It doesn't have to be the present participle, it could be the past participle. But anyway, participial phrases, and I guess they should be boxed. Yeah, certainly, they can end with an ed or the past participle. Now, to understand what I mean by the past participle, you would have to go back to the morphology part of this class. I had taught my students then to say, today I sing, yesterday I sang, I have sung, as a way to test for a verb. Well, when you put have in front of it, what comes after is the past participle. I have sung, so sung is the past participle. I'll show you about that. Present participle is one of the most regular things about the English language. You simply add ing to a verb. Participial phrases. Well, they're called participial phrases when they work as modifiers. They work as modifiers. If they're working to name something like a noun, then they're called something different. I'll show you that next. Alright, so let's say I have the man singing the song is my friend. Well, in a case like that, you need to figure out immediately that man is the part about which is my friend. Man is, there we go. And there's a linking verb, so we've got friend. Man is friend. And my, of course, answers whose. It's a modifier. The man. Well, the man, if I said the man is my friend, well, you'd simply put the right there. But the man, which man? The man singing the song. Well, what you do in participial phrases is you set it up a little bit like, or a lot like, a prepositional phrase, but you write the participle around the bend. It's a little awkward to do online if you're with a keyboard. That's very awkward. The man singing is my friend. Which man? The man singing. But you see, and there it would be just one word. I had told you here are the last of the sentence parts. that can be simply one word. But he could be singing a song. Singing a song, you see, it can have a direct object. As a matter of fact, it could be much more complicated. It could go here as well. A participial phrase can basically go anywhere that you would want to put a modifier. Now, I'm not sure, to show you the next one, I'm not sure I can write now. I can't really very well. I'll have to use a cloth because of this. Well, using that same present participle, and in this case it does, well, no, wait a minute, let me back up. Back to what I was saying. If I said the man drunk with happiness is singing a song, then you would have the man, and you would say drunk. Now there is the past participle. Today I drink, yesterday I drank, I have drunk. The man drunk with happiness is singing a song. So a participial phrase can be the past participle as well. But if it's acting like a noun, then it's called a gerund, and I do not know what number this is anymore. If it were a classroom like I usually use, I would go to a kid's notes and look to see what that number is. But it's called a gerund. A gerund. And a gerund is a present participle. I'll say equals a present participle, that ing, acting as a noun, naming something as a noun. So if I say singing is fun, well, in that case, something, here's the part that tells, something is fun. Singing, that names what's fun. But what you do in that case is, and it could certainly be a phrase, it could be singing a song is fun. I suppose you could simply write it there, but what you usually do is you put it on a stand, because in Reed-Kellogg, the symbol for a gerund is a little awkward. You write it across that. I'm going to get rid of that. And this starts the sentence. You write the gerund over that step. Singing. Singing is fun. That could be the sentence. Or it could be singing a song is fun. That's a gerund. Now, the only other thing I think I want to tell you, well, it could be a past. Having sung a song is a great accomplishment. Well, in a case like that, you would have a gerund using having sung. Well, it's the progressive form, but it's now in the past. You would have to go back to morphology. That would take more explaining. But the thing to look for is the ing. Now, what I was going to tell you, though, is that of the languages that I know, English is the only one that does this. And it's one of those things in Spanish. Ando, A-N-D-O, or I-N-D-O, indo. Cantando means singing. Cantando in Spanish. And it's a very regular thing. You put N-D-O on the end of it, and there you've got the present participle. But in no other language that I know of can you use it as a noun. In German it's the same, E-N-D, with an E after it maybe. Singen would be singing in German. You can use it to describe, yes, the man singing is my friend. You could do that in Spanish, but you can't use it as a noun. You have to say to sing is fun. Cantar es bueno. To sing is good. Or in German, das Singen ist gut. Thus, to sing is good. And it's one of those traps for somebody who speaks English trying to learn a foreign language. They have to give up on the gerund. Just like they have to give up on the word do to make their questions. So I put that in partly to get you ready for the study of foreign language, which is a lot of the reason that I'm teaching you morphology and syntax anyway. To use your knowledge of English so that you now understand grammar. Then when we go into a foreign language, you should be able to understand the grammar more easily. Well, I think that takes care of it today. By tomorrow, I'm sure it'll be cold again, and my blackboard will work right. So today, halfway through the year, 180 school days. This is the 90th day. I'm halfway through the year, and so completes it. See you tomorrow, I hope.